Welcome back to Tomcat TV. Today we will be watching First Blood Part 2. I think that's how you say it. Part 2, it's actually the first one titled Rambo with the subtitle First Blood Part 2, which is kind of interesting that they went ahead and did that because obviously Rambo became so notable after the first one, obviously. So they have to go ahead and title this one Rambo in the title as well. I'm sure that was probably significantly better for marketing. So I'm really excited to get into this. I've been wanting to watch the next one for a while. Honestly, I originally intended to watch one a month throughout the following months after watching the first one, but just so many different things came up, like watching. Obviously, I think it was after that I watched Halloween, the new Halloween, The Thing. A bunch of different movies came up since then. Doing a lot with my patron Rambo. Various different movies, but I'm glad that we're getting into this now. This actually won a poll that I had put up on YouTube as the next movie for me to watch. It had Snatch, Guy Ritchie movie, and 8 Mile on there as well. 8 Mile is number 2. I just want to go ahead and of course say I'm excited for this one. The last one, very much, I enjoyed the movie as a whole. It really brought the ranking up there for me in the end. It was just so stinking good. It was very heartfelt, very much hit me in the feels. I really, really liked it. So I'm excited to see if there's anything like that in this one too, or if this is just a bunch of mindless action. Either way, I am on board for it because the last one made me kind of, I guess, fall in love with this character, honestly. So I'm excited to go ahead and get into this, see if there's any sort of repercussions from that. I know the plot of this one obviously is pretty simple. It's that he's going back to Vietnam to try to save some POWs. So this should be very, very interesting. I'm gonna go ahead, we're gonna get started on this. I'm really, like I said, really, really pumped to get into this. Thank you so much for joining me in the watching of First Blood Part 2. I'm really excited. Let's get right into it. Click. I said click a little bit after I click. I said click, click. Oh my gosh. And I feel like, I wonder, is there a legal case? I don't know if there's precedence for people kind of getting out of this because they had a reaction because of PTSD. Let me know in the comments down below if you know of any cases like that. I'm really curious.
You can't possibly want to stay here for another 5 years.
How much time do you get?
Your name was dug out by the computer as one of 3 most able to complete the mission.
He says, I think there was some sort of algorithm made up during Vietnam that kind of calculates casualties versus success, I guess.
There may be a presidential pardon. You interested?
Do we get to win this time?
This time it's up to you.
I tell you, that was like something that kind of really upset me when I was younger because I was always really patriotic, and so whenever I found out what happened in Vietnam, I was kind of like down. I was like, wow, really? Oh, nice. And not necessarily anything like actions of soldiers or anything. I'm referring to specifically about our government's actions as far as how they treat other service members and how they basically kind of handicapped them and kept them from winning. James Cameron? What? That's the same James Cameron? Jeez. That's kind of cool. Oh, hey.
Morning, John.
Sir.
Seeing him in a million things. Mostly a lot of like 80s and 90s shows, I think, mostly.
Well, of Indian German descent. It's a hell of a combination. You're probably aware that there's almost 2,500 Americans still missing in action in Southeast Asia. Now, most of these boys are leaving.
Crazy.
I lost a lot of good men. So I know what you and every vet feels. Now, maybe the government didn't care. Now, if there's any of our men at this POW target camp, you're to confirm their presence by taking photographs.
That's all he's supposed to do, is take photographs? So is he CIA or something like that? Is that what he is? Or just military intelligence?
Do not engage the enemy. Better than average chance to succeed where others will fail.
I showed my wife the clip of him like at the end of First Blood. And I was like really impressed by his acting in that, and she thought his acting was terrible. She's so weird sometimes, I swear. I need to have her on here more. You guys, I'm sure, would be entertained by that.
I've always believed that the mind is the best weapon. Times change.
Well, all that stuff's useless unless you use it properly and know how to use the data.
And One more thing.
Then they mentioned in the first one he's
Would
more
you choose
comfortable
to
out
call
there
hell?
than he is in Civilization.
He goes home.
Yeah, that's what he's saying, yeah. Would you choose to call hell? He calls home. I'd love to be in a movie like this. It'd be so much fun. Jeez, I started this reaction after freaking midnight because I'm an idiot. Nice. Explosive tipped arrows, right?
You remember Murdoch said he's with the 2nd Battalion? The 2nd Battalion was like Fred Sank.
So the dude was lying. Liar. Lying son of a gun. He tried to pull the wool over Rambo's eyes, but he can't do it, man. He's like, oh, you can trust me, I get it. And he's full of it. Jeez. He's probably never even seen combat. He's saying that he has, or he's probably never even led men in combat. He's just a pencil pusher, administrator.
You'll find someone? POWs?
Doesn't care.
Doubtful. But there's people to satisfy. Questions that have to be answered.
I don't know why. That's funny. Got himself an MP5. I'd like to have an MP5. I think that'd be kind of cool. What do you guys think? Are you guys gun people? I wouldn't say I'm a gun nut, but I love guns with all my being, and I'm nuts about them. But not a gun nut, you know.
Jumper away.
Jump away. Ooh. Oh shoot. We caught.
The turbulence! He's hung up!
Oh hell. Oh, he's gonna be way off course. Yeah, he's gonna pull his. Yeah, there we go. Jeez, now I need one of those for sure. I have quite a few knives. I got a Bowie knife. I have a K-bar actually. That's a sweet knife. Dang. He's gonna be way off course, right?
He's got 36 hours to complete the mission and reach the extraction point. We owe him that.
Oh, that's cool. Have any of you ever been to Vietnam? I mean, whether it's in combat or otherwise, because I'm kind of curious. I know it's a beautiful place, and plenty of people are going on vacation there. Oh, nice, he caught the snake. That's funny. Oh, nice.
Rambo!
She knows his name.
Did not expect a woman, no.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So where they filmed this? Did they actually go to Vietnam to film any of this, or? I'm assuming probably not. I'm sure this is probably more in California or something like that. Oh, F. Got all their Tommy guns. I can't remember, it was Vietnam, because I know obviously I guess Charlie, as they put it, used a lot of communist resources, specifically Russia, at the time. What's their political system like right now? Are they still communist? I don't know why I don't know that. At least not off the top of my head. I don't remember. Is that how on edge he is? It worries me he's gonna fire first or something, but no, he's smart for that, I think. And again, like in the police station and stuff like that, it's something to where he'd have PTSD issues, but I guess he's, like they're saying, more comfortable in these types of situations than he is in civilized areas. J&B whiskey back there.
Russian.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They got a lot of their guns from Russia. He told you to know my history. Man, I wish I could pull off a beater like that.
Kind of like a quiet war. War against all the soldiers returning. It's the kind of war you don't win.
It's too much death here. Death everywhere.
Wow. Could you imagine death being your way of life?
Because you like to fight.
Well, liking the fight.
Expendable.
The Expendable. You know what's funny? Is the Expendables.
It's like
I've seen the first two. I liked both of those, honestly. She's doing the broken English, but it's like he very clearly knows English.
Colonel's gonna be joining the extraction team. A damn good man, Troutman.
Jeez, what a freaking a-hole. As a kid, you ever go through any wooded areas and pretend like you're in Vietnam or something? Guess what? The camp's not going to be empty. That actually kind of got me a little bit, honestly. Yeah.
Typical girl whore from village.
Yeah, I was just gonna say hooker.
But you're supposed to need to take pictures. What about orders?
Orders, Co.
No orders, Co. Nice. Like adding a bit of usefulness to the knife. I believe it. Like I said, I think in the first one I mentioned how much I enjoy watching him move, and I feel like this does translate pretty well to this one as well. His movement was definitely better in the first one though, so far. Like this, because I think a lot of it comes from like the mystery. Oh shoot, the mystery and not knowing anything about Rambo yet, and you kind of just see it for the first time. It kind of helps. Jeez, he's huge. Definitely a lot bigger in this one than he was in the last one. There's the POWs. Dang. How long have they been in there? Jeez. That's rough. Oh, jeez. Nice. Awesome. That's awesome. Awesome. The freaking slasher. I think Rambo should be in that, what, Dead by Daylight, right? Good grief.
I hope for his sake we're not just wasting fuel.
Let's get moving.
Jeez.
Good thing you came when you did. I've been there a week.
When was the last time you were in that camp?
A year. Yeah.
Jeez.
What year is it anyway?
1985.
Jeez. Makes sense why they would think it would be empty, because they move around a lot, right? The tracks. Shoot. They're calling some sort of strike on it. Or they're just gonna bring in a gunship. Dude.
It's sold out.
Phew. Oh, bruh. Ooh, dude. Oh, nice. That's awesome. Oh, nice. I freaking love squibs so much. I mean, they're not always the most realistic thing in the world, but they're always just so much more effective for what we're looking for, you know what I mean? Jeez. Dang. And also I love what they're doing here as far as the splintering wood and all that stuff too. I love that. Oh, F. How'd that guy not get hit? Jeez. Does he make it? Oh, this is gonna be gruesome. Please be gruesome. Aw, not as gruesome as I wanted, but that's still good though. Practical effects just make it so much more thrilling.
Take this. We go on from here.
Better I say.
He's gotta go fight.
Rambo,
Oh, he's letting her go.
you're not expendable.
Some people he is. I don't think he is to his colonel. His colonel likes him. He just knows what he's comfortable with, what he'll do to survive. Slash complete his mission. I mean, mainly complete his mission. So they're trying to meet them at the rendezvous. Oh dang. Jeez.
Christ, he's found one.
Oh nice. So freaking cool. Being a gunner. Nice. Does he have an AK? Because if he has an AK, that's gonna be fine going through the mud like that. At least it should be.
What did you say?
Got one of ours.
That's awesome.
Fires Harrison, go!
Look at that. Everybody is excited except for this stupid intelligent douche.
I want you to abort the mission immediately. I say again, this is a recall. Confirm. Over.
What?
Say again, Coach One.
What's this guy up to? Is he in the pocket of the freaking Vietnamese? What?
Don't be a hero.
I feel like the pilot's seems like a decent enough guy. The gunner seems sleazy. I mean, like, you look at him, you're like, you're sleazy. Dude, no way. Bro. Oh, crap. That pisses me off. My goodness, these movies have a way of doing that.
Don't act so innocent, Colonel. You had your suspicions, and if you suspected then, you're sort of an accessory, aren't you?
Don't ever count me.
What?
Scum. A decorated vet. He finds no POWs. The Congress buys it. Case closed. And if he happens to get caught, nobody knows he's alive except you and your computers. And you can reprogram that, can't you?
Uh-huh.
He was just supposed to take pictures.
And if those pictures showed something, they would have been lost, wouldn't they?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Troutman,
In 72, we were supposed to pay the Kong $4.5 billion in war reparations. We reneged. They kept the POWs. Same thing all over again.
What do you want to do? Start the war all over again? You want to bomb Hanoi? Want everybody screaming for armed invasion?
They could have actually won the war. I mean, literally, we were winning, and then we pulled out.
Men, goddammit!
That's the problem.
Men who fought for their country. That's enough!
We could have saved those men, as far as that goes, if this is actually a real situation.
You're the one who's making the mistake.
What mistake?
Rambo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you betrayed him. What do you freaking think is gonna happen, dude? You know, you read his records. Ugh. The sewage. Oh, nasty. Jeez. Is this gonna be freaking... what's his name? Oh, it's the Russians. Dang commies. Don't know if you can tell, but I'm not a fan of communism. It's really why the war was so cold, is that the Russians, we didn't fight them directly in a lot of these areas, but they just financed so stinking much of the efforts against us. It's ridiculous. Whether it's the sort of Viet Cong or the or Cuba. Oh, I didn't realize what those were. Those are leeches. I mean, at least he's taking them off in the right way. I mean, it's not exactly like that, but just because those aren't actual leeches. But there's a survival book I have. It says, you know, talks about using a knife to get the leeches off if you have a leech on you.
No such criminal aggression should be attempted in the future.
Fuck you.
What did you expect, Maria? Oh, is she dressed up as a lady of the nighttime, we'll say? Yep. Oh, jeez. That is not nice. Not nice at all. Stop his freaking heart.
And these are the people you protect with your pain.
I don't want to speak out of turn, obviously, but as far as like military members, this type of situation, it's not about a loyalty to military command or even the government. It's about a loyalty to the people, or even the ideals that America represents, you know. Nice. Just go room by room. Oh, nasty. That's not nice.
Put it in his eye.
Jeez. I think he's gonna let him do it.
What you know to show?
Yeah, buy yourself some time here. Ultimately, I mean, I feel like that's a lot of the time. If you, I mean, although he doesn't think anybody's even coming for him, so he didn't think buying time's even an option. At least not for himself. Buying time for everybody else, hopefully.
Don't do it. Do it.
I like this POW guy. I don't think we have a name on him yet, but seriously, good guy, good soldier.
Lone Wolf, receive.
Is he gonna use that as a weapon?
Murdoch.
I'm gonna kill you.
Rambo, this is Murdoch. We're glad you're alive.
Bull.
Where are you?
coming to get you.
Nice! This is so good. Again, it's a matter of movement with him. Like, he's really fast. He's very, very deliberate with his movement. Although, I will say, what I want to see a lot more, wanted to see a lot more of this, in this, is like throat stabs and stuff like that of him. Like, was it this movie that Andy in Parks and Rec was doing his little one-man show talking about the plot of this one? Look, I don't believe we should be paying to get our people back either. I don't believe we should be doing the blackmail deal. We said, I mean, there's a whole reason why we don't give in to terrorist demands. We were doing that for years. Well, I think they're Arabians. I think pirates were raiding Navy ships, and that's actually why we had and robbing them and killing people. And eventually, they had started paying them off to keep them from raiding. And I can't remember which president instituted them, but they instituted eventually the Marines to stop those raids and to fight back. America's had a long time sort of reputation of using force to stop the bullying of these other terrorist-style nations or peoples. And it's worked for us for a long time. I don't know why all of a sudden we feel like are we just too good for, you know, using force to stop that type of stuff? Like, it's okay to use violence and to use force when necessary, you know? Ah, jeez. And bing. Oh, rockets? Hey! Just have an RPG or something, or? Sorry, I think that you guys need to understand that if we're watching Rambo, at this point, I'm probably gonna talk about some of my sort of opinions, historically and morally. That's actually kind of what's fun about this, honestly. He's scared. It's so funny.
You hurt bad.
It's alright.
The broken English, I don't feel like it's anywhere near legitimate. So it's slightly, like, off-putting.
What you did back there.
Funny, though.
Think of America?
Yeah.
You take me with you?
You could be your Vietnamese wife. A lot of people did that. A lot of long, happy marriages. Really, actually. Oh, dude. I don't know why I didn't see that coming. Dang, mowed her down. Great. Yeah, you're fine. Like some 7.62 by 39 to the chest and gut. I don't know why I didn't see that coming. Honestly, I feel like this is all really very much like, oh, of course she's gonna die. But I don't know why I didn't. I wasn't paying attention, I guess.
You don't seem to understand something. I'm in charge here. You're just a tool.
I'm only seeing one tool here,
When
douchebag.
placed under arrest, he's not to leave the base.
Dang. Nice. The only sort of like experience I've ever had with Rambo, or like just sort of concept before watching First Blood, was the movie UHF, the Weird Al movie. I watched that a ton growing up, and I always thought the Rambo parody was hilarious. Suck that in right there, yep. It looked ripped. I really like this. This is so much fun. I'm really enjoying this. I'm laughing and joking a lot, but this is just fun. I feel like the first one had a lot more substance to it, although this is really good. But this one's just fun, honestly. I'm really kind of enjoying it so far. I mean, it pissed me off, obviously, the freaking military intelligence dude, Murdoch, leaving him there, but oh, nice. Only thing more fun than watching Tommies getting taken out by one is watching Nazis getting taken out one by one, so. Nice. Jeez, freaking Urukai, right? Those big freaking arrows. Dude, you're dead. What are you thinking? all the crap assignments you can get going up against Rambo is like probably one of the worst you could get. That's awesome. I was expecting kind of like a Jaws sort of thing to where it just like pulls him in and he's like doing like this and thrashing back and forth. That'd be hilarious. That sounds like a fun parody bit. Come on, like knife to the throat. Is he there? He is. That's awesome. Yes. Knife to the chest. Sweet. Definitely did that in Call of Duty once. And it'll be very interesting to see how it gets once I start getting to like the newer versions. Once he's older and stuff, it'll be interesting to see how that goes. Especially with the way action and filmmaking has evolved. Are they Buddhist in Vietnam? Did you decide to hide? Or did you keep going? Oh, jeez, they are swarming like freaking ants. I really like how that was shot. So many people out there coming after him. I was thinking hiding under the dock, but like it literally would not have worked. Not even a little bit, just hiding, because there's so many of them. Where do you use his own blood or somebody else's? Oh, the chicken, duh. What am I thinking? Oh, and also he had gasoline too, right? Oh, that's freaking awesome! Because he's gonna burn him. He's like gonna like literally surround him. Oh, that's so cool. What's with the noise? Nice. There's literally like, I mean, I feel like if you get like a gas tank like right on target, maybe, but I'd imagine there's not enough explosive to do that, obviously, in those things. I see the gas pouring off. That's cool. This dude. Get those dead eyes. Oh, he's gonna tag him, isn't he? Jeez. I mean, it's far enough away and he's shooting from the hip, so he should not be shooting you. It's just amazing. This was referenced in UHF for sure. Oh, tell me his boots are still standing there or something. Tell me. Okay, I guess we're not gonna see it. I think they were, but that's awesome. Are they gonna drop like a bomb? It's freaking dropping a bomb, aren't they? I feel like they wouldn't be very accurate though, just dropping a bomb like that. Maybe they would, but dang! Oh, was that napalm? Was that supposed to be napalm? Jeez. Yeah, didn't Mythbusters figure out that like that's not gonna go very far into the water at all? And then like the more powerful, fast moving around, the faster it kind of explodes in the water. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, and he can fly a helicopter. I think they mentioned that, right? So he's totally gonna take over control of the helicopter, hopefully. Jeez, this is a big dude, dude. You know, he's just gonna like flip him out, right? That's a cool shot. I actually kind of like that. A little intimidating. Nice. That's cool. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, just bail, dude. Oh, dude. Maybe that wasn't a good idea. Yeah. Go get Murdoch. Take him out. Oh, no, he's gonna go get the POWs. Duh. Jeez. See this right here. This is what's gonna be fun about it. A one-man wrecking crew, especially when you get him a helicopter. My goodness. Okay. Oh, he's gonna be nice. Freaking BA. It's so fun. It's like when you're playing Call of Duty multiplayer and you're like the highest rank in the lobby. It's just going through mowing everybody down. This dude. But what's the at a point? What's the point? It's like just stay low, survive. There's no point because you can't stop all of them. I mean, unless you can, I guess. Jeez. I've been in POW camps for so freaking long. It's insane. Military intelligence could freaking try to shoot him down. That guy's a freaking prick. Ooh, is sweet. I mean, obviously, scary, but it's freaking sweet, though. I thought they were out, too. I don't know why I thought. Of course, there's gonna be more. Dang. That's kind of cool, actually. Piece of it falling off and hitting a tree. I think that's kind of neat. Oof. Is his buddy gonna, is he dead? Is he gonna die? The POW that we saw in the beginning. I don't even know his name, of course, but... Is he purposely spinning, or is it that? Is he behind him? Tell me he's behind him. Or is he just on the other side of the ridge? Oh, no. I thought he was gonna be, like, ready to, like, take a shot at him or something. Oh, nice. That's awesome. That being said, taking a shot with an RPG from inside of there, I feel like that's probably a no-no because of the sort of like propellant from behind should be brutal. Dude, you gotta be terrified of what's gonna happen to you.
Yes, we hear
Look
you,
at him.
Lone Wolf. Over.
He's so
Prepare
freaking
for emergency landing.
terrified. Yeah, get out of there, dude. You're gonna die. He's gonna kill you. You gotta get out of there. Or is he gonna try something? Serve him freaking right. Jeez, the whole cockpit just filling up with smoke. Yeah. Imagine that's accurate. Yeah, did Murdoch try to run, or is he gonna try something just to cover his own butt? I mean, he can't even do anything to try to like... Oh boy. Oh boy, he's going. He told him. He won't lie. Yeah. Straight up. He's not gonna stop him. There'll definitely be a story told. Oh no, he's just gonna shoot everything up. Dang. Yeah.
I don't make the orders. I'd take them just like you. I didn't know it was supposed to happen like this. It was just supposed to be another assignment.
Oh. I don't think he's gonna do it. Yeah. Put the fear in him though, that's for sure.
You know there's more men out there.
Oh.
Wherever they are, find them, or I'll find you.
That's cool. I love that. That's really good. And I feel like what's cool about that too is that shows growth of character as far as Rambo goes. Because by the end of the last one, he totally would have killed him. If it wasn't for Troutman.
You got second medal of honor for this.
Huh. Second Medal of Honor. Jeez.
They deserve it more.
You
Yeah.
can't keep running.
I think they would, wouldn't they?
You're free now. Everything that happened here may be wrong, but damn it, don't hate your country for it.
I don't think he hates his country.
I die for it.
Just doesn't know how to live in it anymore.
I want what they want. For our country to love us as much as we love it. That's what I want.
Jeez, he's just gonna go out there into the freaking Vietnam wilderness and just, I don't know what, just hang out. They're just trying to find more POWs. Jeez, that was good. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that quite a bit, actually. Definitely, most definitely not as good as the first one. But yeah, that is 100% certain. Like if the first one, at least for me, is rated like a, as far as personal ranking goes, where'd my other slipper go? I had another slipper somewhere. As far as personal ranking goes, if it is a kind of like, I don't want to be excessive because I tend to go like either like 100% or nothing. Excuse me. Either if Rambo, if First Blood Part 1 is like, we'll say a 9, because I really like that movie, especially the whole movie was enjoyable and really well made, but the end was just top tier movies. I'll say 9 out of 10. Then this is probably I think a 7.5. I think I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it quite a bit, especially considering it's a continuation of the what's happened in the last one. And I really do enjoy his little, like, really short little speech at the end. And I think it was actually a very beautiful sentiment, especially for kind of a lot of what was going on at the time. I think that's really good as far as it goes. Oof. And I think that is kind of a sentiment of a lot of military men and women, because there are people who do have really bad attitudes towards them. Not as bad anymore, I don't think. I don't think it's as popular as it used to be to kind of hate on the military, hate on our service members, but it definitely happens. I mean, especially Vietnam vets, people crap on them like crazy. Like, and anyone who says they don't, they're lying to themselves, or they're the people who are doing the crapping on them. Because I've heard it so many times, firsthand. Or is that secondhand? Third hand? I don't know. Anyways, I've heard it from people. It's people. There are a lot of people who crap on Vietnam vets in particular. And I mean, nothing was perfect. And there are definitely a lot of flaws with everything that happened in that specific conflict, that war. But honestly, most of the flaws I see has nothing to do with what our service members did. In the story, I mean, other than, I guess, the stories and lies that a lot of the media wanted to tell as far as the, politicization of Vietnam goes. But it was mainly about, like, how our government treated it. The government treated it, not only did they tie our hands behind our backs, but they came up with this stupid algorithm about acceptable casualties versus, unacceptable casualties. And it was just really strange, because going in with the mentality of, like, well, this level of casualties is acceptable. I think going in with the mentality of, like, hey, we're going to kill all their guys, they're not going to kill a single one of ours. I mean, obviously it's not realistic, but I think that should be the mentality. Because going in and saying, hey, we're going to lose this many guys, that's not good strategy. So it's just very stupid, and it very much devalues your men's life. So it's very interesting, though. It was very interesting. I kind of enjoy the concept of him being back in the place where he basically considers where he's most at home, which is in war, which is fighting. Because the whole concept of Rambo is that he's a soldier who doesn't know how to be a civilian anymore, right? That's the whole concept. That's why he struggled with so much in the first one, because of his PTSD just beating him to hell. And he just could not survive in normal everyday life. Not to mention he meets a bunch of a-holes that Not to mention he meets a bunch of a-holes that just provoke him, right? And in this one, obviously, they need his help. And he comes in and he does his best to help, and then they freaking screw him over. That guy straight up, like, he's like, I thought I was gonna die. I wonder if Troutman, I think he wondered, he's like, okay, he might kill him. If he does, the guy kind of deserves it, and I'm not gonna be the one to stand in the way of Rambo doing that after the guy betrayed him like he did, and betrayed those POWs like he did. Those freaking soldiers. But I think I get the feeling that Troutman kind of knew that he wasn't going to kill him. But I like this sort of, like, he's going to be out there in the freaking woods, in the wilderness of Vietnam, in the jungles, I mean. And he's going to be, I guess, trying to find POWs, and he told that guy to do it. And if he finds out that he's not doing it, he's not trying to find POWs, trying to rescue him, then he's going to come for him. So I really like that. But I am 100% against paying for prisoners. I think, honestly, I mean, and I know this might be controversial to some people, but I think the fact is that America, we'll say, for not just people who are watching this and who aren't necessarily American, that I think the sort of Western civilization and military and ideals is far superior to a lot of the countries or peoples or ideals that would do us harm. And honestly, we just have to show a little muscle. I mean, and that's the thing. I mean, that's what America's history has been. And whenever we are the most successful in different conflicts and wars, it's whenever we can come in and show strength and freaking just show, like, look, you take out one of our guys, you hold one of our guys hostage, and we will slaughter 100 of your guys. I think And if you have that kind of threat, that kind of thing to hold over somebody's head, they're not going to mess with you. It's not going to get to the point where you even have to take action. I mean, or even on just the nuclear front, at least this sort of threat of mutually assured destruction is very much a useful sort of tactic, because like nobody wants to completely destroy the world. At least most people don't. Who knows with like freaking Putin. But I don't know. It's I don't know. It was really good. And what I think I'm going to enjoy most about these Rambo movies is kind of the sort of thought-provoking aspect of them. I mean, yeah, there's an element that's mindless action that's just supposed to be fun, but there's an element of it that is very much a conversation starter, which I really do enjoy. I enjoy that quite a bit, actually. I don't know, Rambo Part 3, what is that? Is he in Russia in that one? Because I see a lot of like mountains and it looks cold as far as it goes. I'm curious. Rambo 3. It looks so silly. I feel like he looks kind of the silliest in that one. At least whenever I've seen the cover or how he looks in that one, it looks kind of silly. It says Super Commando. Sylvester Stallone heads up an ultra risky mission to eliminate a sadistic Russian general in Afghanistan. Afghanistan, really? Oh, maybe it isn't cold. It looks like it's like icy mountains behind it. Maybe I guess it's desert. Interesting. And so I don't even know what's after Part 3. If it goes a long time before having another one or not, but anyways, I'm interested. I don't know when I'm going to watch the next Rambo. Definitely, if you guys are interested, obviously, make sure subscribe, comment, say, hey, where's more Rambo? And I'll definitely try to get to number 3 as soon as I possibly can. I mean, there's a lot of stuff I have to do, and I have a full-time job. I'm a full-time dad, full-time husband. And so the only time I have to do this stuff is like literally, like right now, it's almost 2 o'clock in the morning, and I have to work tomorrow. So just kind of let you know that kind of what goes on. So I'm gonna do my best, obviously, to get as much content as I possibly can out, but I'm very much limited on what I can do, especially considering my computer is crap and it's struggling more and more because I have to use it for work and I use it for YouTube stuff. So feel free to support me in any way you possibly can. I am going to, as far as my Patreon goes, and once I get monetized on YouTube, which I'm getting incredibly close to, I'm going to start making sure to put all that stuff towards YouTube stuff, making sure, because right now I've been just kind of using it to try to stay afloat, buying diapers, stuff like that for babies. But I think once I get tax return, that should be incredibly helpful as far as our financial stability goes. So I'm going to be using my Patreon funds and any funds hopefully I get in the future from YouTube, which I'm sure it'll be minimal, but I'm going to try to put all of that towards making your experience here with me on YouTube or on Patreon better. Which means hopefully eventually getting a new computer if my boss doesn't get me a new one, for just because this one's junk at this point, and getting maybe a camera, because right now I'm using my phone and that's a very limited space. And once I get a camera with an SD card and all the stuff or a memory card that has plenty of room, I'll be doing The Godfather Part 2, which a lot of you I know want. I just don't have room on my phone to do it because it's like a free, 3.5 hour long movie or something like that, something stupid like that. I say stupid, but I like that, especially if it's good. It's considered one of the greatest movies of all time, I think, generally. So, but I'm really excited to kind of where everything is going on my channel. I think I'm pushing in the right direction at least, and I'm excited that I'm almost to 1,000 subscribers. I'm hoping that obviously you guys enjoy this reaction enough to go ahead and subscribe and check out my Patreon and comment down below and like all that stuff. If you are interested in supporting me more, obviously, like I said, the Patreon is incredibly helpful. You can just go as low. I think it's forgive me for not knowing my own tiers at the top of my head. I think the $2 tier is the one where you can participate in polls and chat and comment on things, different posts I make on there. I'm going to try to obviously make a lot of Patreon exclusive posts, and also I'll be doing early access under $5. If you want to check that out as well, early access to these videos, I'm trying to get them out about a week in advance if at all possible as far as early access goes. I got a little behind recently, and then $8 full reactions. I'm a little behind on those as well. There's actually a lot I have to get done because there was kind of a backlog that I got behind on, because again, my computer's really slow and it takes hours and hours and hours to render this. So please forgive me on that. And if there's anything that you want to see a reaction to that is not on my Patreon currently, as far as the full reaction goes, let me know down in the comments down below, and I will work on getting that, because obviously I appreciate your support and your interest on pretty much whatever I need. and I will go ahead and I will get those up as soon as I possibly can. That way you guys can see it. But thank you so much. I really do appreciate you guys sticking around watching this with me and being subscribers, especially considering I have a lot of you who are subscribers right now who are watching this, and so I really do appreciate everybody who has subscribed to this channel and who likes and supports me. It very much is very encouraging to me, and it's very enjoyable, and this is a lot of fun. I really do enjoy doing this. I've been at it for over 2 years now, and just over 2 years. So I think it was the 14th of 2020 that I started. Yeah, 2020. And so it's pretty crazy. So I'm really happy with how things are going. It's been slow goings, but I think we're picking up. So I appreciate it again. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.